Okay, welcome back to my class. In the previous class, we have already discussed classification of budget receipt. We have seen budget receipts are classified into two categories. One is revenue receipt, another one is the capital receipt. Revenue receipt we have seen that consists of tax receipt and non-tax receipt, whereas capital receipt of the government consists of the money received by the government in the form of borrowings or in the form of loans, and other sources of the capital receipts are the recovery of loan which the government has already given to the state government and union territories. And third sources of the capital receipt we have seen is the disinvestment and a small saving. These are the one part of the government budget. One side, government used to receive money from all the sources, but that money are used by the government in other side that we call expenditure. It means government used to spend the money for different developmental, non-developmental activities of the governments. So we'll discuss today that what are the classification of budget expenditure. Let us see these budget expenditures are classified into two categories. One is revenue expenditure, another one is capital expenditure. Let us see revenue expenditure and capital expenditure. Before explaining in detail, let us take one example. You take your school. In your school, one side we have seen that teaching, non-teaching staffs are working, and other side, let us see, a school classroom and auditoriums are under the construction. So certainly let us see what happened, that construction of the auditorium, construction of the school buildings are made by the government from the government expenditure. Other side, the payment of the wages and salaries of the teaching and non-teaching staffs are also made by the government. Certainly let us see, when the buildings are being constructed, that expenditure is, we can call, capital expenditure. Other side, the payment of wages and salaries made to the teachers on regular basis, that is known as revenue expenditure. So we'll see in detail what is the meaning of the revenue expenditure, what is the meaning of capital expenditure. Let us see revenue expenditure. Revenue expenditure refers to the expenditure which neither creates any asset nor causes reduction in any liability of the governments. It means, let us see, the expenditure of the government, let us see, which neither creates any asset nor causes reduction in liability of the government. You take the example of wages and salaries of employees. Let us see, wages and salaries of the employees which are made on regular basis. These wages and salaries which are made by the government to the teachers or to the employees, all sort of government employees, state government, union territory government, or central government employees, the wages and salaries which are made, these are the revenue expenditure, and this revenue expenditure does not create any asset, and neither it creates the asset nor it reduces the liability of the government. If suppose government make the repayment of the loans are made by the government, that will reduce the liability of the government, but the wages and salaries paid by the government does not reduce the government liability. So another example of the revenue expenditure is pensions. You are knowing the old age pensions are given, retired employees are getting the pensions, widow pensions are there, different schemes are there, and government used to make the payments. So these pension payments are revenue expenditure. This pension is also not reducing the liability of the government, nor it creates the asset of the government. Then interest payments. Interest payment, government has borrowed the money from the Reserve Bank of India, from the stock exchange market, from the public, or let us see, from the foreign countries. So the government will make the repayment of interest. So interest payments, let us see, is also not going to reduce the liability of the government, not it creates the asset of the government, and it comes under the revenue expenditure. Subsidies, let us see, different types of subsidies. We have seen, let us see, LPG subsidies are being given by the government. We have seen farmers, they are getting the fertilizer subsidies. We have seen, let us see, there is food subsidies. Let us see, those who are having the ration cards, the families who are below the poverty line, they have got the special kind of card by the government, and they are getting subsidized food grains. It means that subsidies are the example of revenue expenditure. Then a scholarship, you are knowing, scholarships are given to the students, to the meritorious student, or to the backward students, to the poor section of the societies, and that scholarship comes under the revenue expenditure. Then all grants given to a state government and union territories. So all the grants given by the central government, by the union government to the state governments comes under the revenue expenditure. Expenditure incurred on administrative and defense services. Administrative services, defense services are rendered by the government of India, and these are the expenses, the expenditures which are made on administrative and defense services and some other services such as law and order services. So many other services are there. This all expenditure comes under the revenue expenditure. Let us see revenue expenditure. The feature of revenue expenditure is that it is of recurring type expenditure. Recurring type expenditure means it is incurred regularly. It means these expenditures are made on regular basis. The payment of wages and salaries to the government employees, to the employees, are made on regular basis. The payment of interest are made on regular basis. Subsidies are provided on regular basis. Scholarships are given on regular basis. So grants are given on regular basis. So these all expenditures comes under the revenue expenditure. The second categories of expenditure is capital expenditure. Let us see what is capital expenditure. Capital expenditures are those expenditure of the government which either creates an asset or causes a reduction in the liabilities of the government. So which either creates asset. You take the example of the creation of asset. If the government is constructing the roads, constructing the flyovers, constructing the dams, constructing the bridges, constructing the airport, constructing the helipad, constructing the school building, constructing the hospital. So these all expenditure, let us see, it creates the asset for the government. Causes a reduction in the liabilities of the government. If the repayment of the loans are being made by the government, the payment of the loan, it is the liability. Let us see, government has borrowed the money from RBI, from the stock exchange market, from the foreign financial institution, or from the foreign central banks. So suddenly government have to repay the amount of money. So it is the liability of the government. And if the government will make the payment, that will reduce the liability of the government. Let us see, loans to the state government in union territories are the capital expenditure. Then expenditure on building roads, flyovers, bridges, dams, factories, airports, hospitals, school building, etc. These all comes under the capital expenditure. Purchase of machineries, buildings, this all comes under the capital expenditure. Then repayment of loans. Repayment of loan comes under the capital expenditure because it reduces the liability of the government. Let us see what are the features of the capital expenditure. It is a non-recurring type of expenditure. It is non-recurring type of expenditure. It is incurred for acquisition of capital asset. It is incurred for acquisition of land, capital asset. Capital asset, suppose if government used to purchase the building, used to construct the building, used to purchase the land, this all comes under the acquisition of asset. So capital expenditures are made in order to acquire the asset of the government. It is generally a long period expenditure. Long period expenditure, suppose the airports are being constructed, suppose dams are being constructed, if suppose national highways are being constructed by the government, then certainly it will take long period of time. So that is why we can say these capital expenditures are long period expenditure. So I think here one thing, let us see this capital expenditure. You take the example of a school building, hospital buildings, or any other building, or the road maintenance. So maintenance of the capital assets. So maintenance of capital assets which are made on regular basis, that comes under the revenue expenditure. So maintenance, because maintenance of the school building, because the schools require the paintings every year, so that expenditure comes under the revenue expenditure. But construction of a school building, hospital building, or the roads, which comes under the capital expenditure. I think the concept of the revenue expenditure and capital expenditure is clear to all of you. Okay, thank you.